Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of A Dog's Soul. I'm Anita, I'm your host and a professional dog trainer, and today we're gonna talk about, is my dog aggressive? So stay tuned and have fun. Alright, some of you might think, well, isn't that obvious? But very often I hear, well, my dog barks at other dogs. My dog growls at other dogs. My dog lunges at other dogs. My dog is in some way reactive on the leash, but he's not aggressive. He's not a bad dog. But the thing is, those behaviors are aggressive behaviors. Because the reason why a dog shows aggressive behavior is that he's uncomfortable and he wants whoever comes closer to go away. And that's actually a natural behavior. We are all aggressive from time to time. It's not a character trait. It's just a behavior. And aggressive behavior always has a reason, like every other behavior. And it's not good or bad. It's neutral. It's just there, and it's just telling us that our dog is uncomfortable. And of course, if your dog shows aggressive behavior, you need to help him. If he shows it towards you and this happens suddenly, then of course a vet check is in order. But if it's always the same situation and no dog is aggressive all the time, if that's the case, then of course you need to go to the vet immediately. But normally a dog shows aggression in certain situations. And if that's the case, then you should have a very close look at the situation. What's happening? Why is your dog reacting that way? Is it because you're coming closer to something he has that's important to him, like a toy or a chew thing or something like that, or food? Or is it just because he sees another dog and he has never learned how to behave when he meets another dog on leash? If that's the case, of course, you need leash reactivity training. Your dog has to learn a different strategy to cope with meeting another dog. Of course, if you need help with that, go to bravedogtrainingonline.com and you will find a course on leash reactivity. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask me. But let's have a look at what the word aggression does to us for a change. Many of us have the consequences of aggression burned into our minds, and whenever we think about an aggressive dog, we think about a lost case. A dog who is not social, a dog who has serious issues, a dog who cannot be trusted with other people or with other dogs, or is in any way disturbed or even dangerous. And that's not true in many cases. Very often, dogs who show aggressive behavior on the leash are in fact not dangerous or disturbed or in some way sick. They are just expressing themselves in a way they have learned works. And of course, if you teach your dog a different way, like look at the other dog, look at me, and we go away, then your dog will lose the necessity to show the aggressive behavior or the reactivity. But as long as your dog thinks he has no other choice than to yell at the other dog, he will do that because it works. The other dog goes away. That those two things are not always connected is a different story, but your dog doesn't know that. So for him, it works. And again, aggression is totally natural in every living being, not only in dogs. Of course, you know that as well. If you have ever been in a situation where you were too close to another human being and you wanted that person to go away and the person was very persistent? Maybe you told him in a very direct way, or maybe you even pushed him. I don't know, but maybe you can relate to people who have done those things. And for our dogs, it's exactly the same. The moment we have to be careful about is if that appears suddenly. If our dog shows aggressive behavior suddenly, then a vet check is absolutely necessary immediately, because it's very often due to some kind of pain issue. And as soon as that's fixed, your dog's back to normal. But if it's something learned, then of course you cannot unlearn it, but you can show your dog a different strategy. I hope this makes things a little bit easier between you and your dog. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to help however I can. And I wish you a lot of fun training. I wish you a great time with your dog, and we'll see each other next time. Bye.